Hi everyone, so today I want to show you guys how to make your own colored and glitter gel. That's right, I've had a lot of questions about this subject and I'm really happy to show you all how to do that. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you how to create your colored gels using this ASP colored pigment and acrylic mixing kit. Now this is meant to be for acrylic, however you can use it for gels. That's right, you can find this at Sally Beauty Supply, and I've had this for a very long time, so I don't really know how much it costs, but you can look it up on the Sally Beauty website, I'm sure, and probably find this in the nail section there. And this is basically colored pigment, and I have another one here that I want to show you and compare. This is colored pigment right here. I have another one here, but this is not colored pigment. This is actual color acrylic powder. So you want to make sure that you double check before you go ahead and buy something and try to mix it with gel, because it will not work if you mix the two together. So this is mainly for creating the 3D petals. This is just a pigment that you can add to a clear acrylic powder to give it that color that you want. This kit comes with 6 colors, as you can see. You've got your pink, black, you got a glitter right here, glitter pigment. There's a clear, and there's also a white, blue and yellow, and you also have an empty jar to mix your colors in, which is great. And you can actually use this for gel if you are going that route, which is what I'm going to show you guys today. And it also comes with this little spoon that you can scoop up the pigment, and it also comes with the instructions. This instruction is actually really great because it gives you a chart of all the different color combinations that you can have, all your primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. And it also gives you ratios here, how to mix the colors to get the desired pigment that you want. If you guys can't find the ASP kit anywhere, you can always go to a craft store like Michael's or Joann's and look for colored pigment. Basically, that's what you want to look for. If you can't find that, then you can always use some loose makeup pigment. Now you have to be very careful because some of the loose pigments can have different ingredients that can cause the gel to lift if you mix it with the gel. So you want to look out for something that has only mica, iron oxides, and titanium dioxide. Preferably only the mica would work best, but considering you're mixing your eyeshadow with gel, this should work just fine. The NYX brand I find works really, really good for me. I really like it, and the pigment is really nice and intense. I also find that any glitters that you have, either makeup or craft glitters, work really, really well with gels. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of these foam backings for the gel, because I can just toss it out once I'm done with it. You can use any kind of flat surface of some kind of plastic or glass or whatever you have, but this works best for me because then I can just toss it out. So I just remove the foam. You can also even use the back of the foam to apply the clear gel and the color pigment if you want to mix. And you're going to need, I'm going to be using the gelish foundation for this, my IBD gel brush. I'm going to be using my Sensational LED lamp for this, and of course a cleanser to remove the sticky dispersion layer. So over here I've got all of the pigments lined up and the glitter that I want to show you guys how to mix. And I'm just simply going to take my gelish foundation and I'm going to apply some dollops onto the backing of the nail forms. Now I've got a good amount of gel down here on my paper, and don't worry about how much you apply. You can always add a little bit more gel. The ratio is half and half, but it just depends on how intense you want the color. Obviously, the more pigment you add, the more intense the color will be. So I'm going to use this little spoon that it came with in the kit, the ASP kit, and I'm just going to apply it just on top of the gel. And I'm going to do that to all the little gel drops here that I've created. And because these ones have such a narrow little opening, I'm going to use one of my cuticle cleaners to just pick up the pigment. Or you can just simply sprinkle on some of the glitter. So now I'm going to take my dotting tool and I'm simply going to start mixing the pigment and the gel together. Now if there's not enough gel, you will know because it'll be the consistency of this will be too cakey. So you want to add the pigment a little bit at a time. And like I said, the less pigment you add, the lighter the color or the color that you're trying to achieve will be. If you want to mix your gel in a little jar, you can always just add the gel and the pigment in there and then just use your dotting tool or toothpick or whatever you have to mix it in. And you have to keep in mind that if you let any gel, color gel that sits upright like this for any period of time, the pigment will settle at the bottom and you will have to always constantly mix it before you use it. So just keep that in mind with any colored gel. No matter what brand it is and no matter what brand I have used in the past, you always have to mix colored gels because the pigment will tend to settle right at the bottom of the jar. I just want to show you guys up close how nicely these colors mix. Absolutely beautiful. Just for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm only mixing it here, but like I said, you can mix it in a jar if you want to have a big jar of this particular color. And here's the NYX eyeshadow, and this one turned out really, really nice. Watch how beautiful it'll turn out, this beautiful purple. And if you need to add a little bit more gel, you can also do that just to keep the ratio nice and mixed. You can't really go wrong with gel and pigment. They sort of just mix really, really nicely together. And you don't have to worry about the product drying because this is not acrylic, so it gives you plenty of time to fiddle around and mix it up. Alright, so it is time to test out these colors. And the first thing that you want to do is always make sure that you clean your brush. It's very important, so get your cleanser out and clean your gel brush. So I've got my friend here, the plastic hand, and I'm going to go ahead and test the color blue on the nails. So I'm going to pick up a generous amount of gel and just start to apply it. Now with the ASP pigments, you might find that they go on a little bit grainy, but once they cure, actually I found that they cure really nice and smooth, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of the colored gels and the glitter to all of the nails. I'm going to cure it in my LED lamp for 60 seconds and then I'm going to come back and show you what they turned out like. Just to give the nails a little more shine, I'm going to use the Gelish Mini Top It Off. And I'm going to cure it and come back and show you guys the end result. Okay, so all the nails are done curing. I'm just going to grab a little cotton pad with some cleanser on it and remove that dispersion or sticky layer. And let's have a look and see how these turned out. So here we have all of the pigments that I added, and I think they turned out really, really nicely. And like I said before, the more pigment you add, the more deep and pigmented the gel color will turn out. So as you can see, this one, there's still a little bit of see-through aspect to it, but still it turned out really, really nice, you guys. And then here we've got the yellow. And this one also turned out really nice. I really like it. The camera is just not picking it up as it would be in real life, but it really does look beautiful. Look at the red. The red looks gorgeous. Beautiful. And here is the NYX makeup pigment, and I love this one the most. This one I think turned out really, really good because the pigment is so intense. And that's what you want. You want that full coverage. It looks just like a nail polish. And here's the NYX silver holographic glitter, and this one turned out really, really good too. So as you can see, guys, you can mix pigments with gels to give you this result that you want. And I hope this has helped you. If you guys have any questions, you can always leave a comment in the comment section below. I hope it's helped. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!